Students, in this video we are going to learn a problem which relate to interprocess profit. Here every process transfers goods to its next process at more than the cost price, which is called transfer price. Look at the problem. Sum number 2. Sum number 1 dealt with the simple process. Sum number 2 dealt with the interprocess profit. A Limited makes a product which passes through two processes before it is completed and transferred to finished stock. The following data are related to the month of December. Particulars: process 1, process 2, finished stock. Opening stock, process 1, process 2 and finished stock are given. Direct material for process 1 and process 2 are given. Direct wages, process 1, process 2 are given. Factory overhead also given for process 1 and process 2. Closing stock given for process 1, process 2 and for finished stock. Interprocess profit given for process 2 and interprocess profits are given for only for process 2 and for the finished stock, not given for process 1. In process 1, on opening stock as well as on the closing stock, no profit element is included. Yes, the output of process 1 transferred to process 2, that we know, the every process output transferred to the next process. Here the process 1 output transferred to process 2 at 25% profit on transfer price. Transfer price nothing but selling price, assume as a selling price. Yes, here 25% profit on the selling price. Okay, output of process 2 transferred to finished stock at 20% profit of transfer price. Okay, the stock in the process is valued at the prime cost. Finished stock is valued at the price at which is received from the process 2. The sales during the period were 1,40,000. Prepare process account, finished stock account showing the profit element at the each stage. Now I am going to prepare process 1 account. Yes. So as far as interprocess profits concerned, when we prepare process account, we should have three columns in debit side as well as in the credit side. So debit side we have total, cost and profit. In credit side we have three column: total, cost and profit. Yes, we'll start with the opening stock. Opening stock. Opening stock, as far as process 1 concerned, 7,500. On opening stock, no profit element is included. As far as the first process concerned, on opening stock as well as on the closing stock, no profit element is included. Then direct material. Then direct material, the cost of direct material 15,000. Then direct wages 11,200. Two direct wages 11,200, the same included in the total. Then factory overhead we'll consider later. Then we'll total this to find prime cost after deduction of closing stock. Yes, we'll total this 7,500 plus 15,000 plus 11,200. So the total value 7,500 plus 15,000 plus 11,200. The total 33,700. We have to deduct closing stock to get prime cost. The closing stock as far as process 1 concerned, 3,700. On closing stock, no profit element is included as far as process 1 concerned. If we deduct, we'll get 30,000. We'll get 30,000 that we called prime cost. Then to add the factory overhead to get the total cost. So factory overhead which cost 10,500. So total 40,500. Then we have to add the profit. As far as process 1 concerned, the output of process 1 transferred to process 2 at 25% profit on the transfer price. Assume transfer price as 100. So transfer price is 100. the profit should be deducted to get the cost, because we have cost only. So the profit is 25, so our cost is 75. Here profit percentage on transfer price is given. We have to find profit percentage on cost to get the profit. Yes, the total cost incurred 40,500 multiplied by profit percentage on cost 25 by 75. So 40,500 multiplied by 25 divided by 75, we will get profit of process 1. Then we will add this 13,500, 40,500. Then if we add 40,500 plus 13,500, the total 54,000. It should be transferred to the credit side. It should be transferred to the credit side. It should be transferred to process 2 account. Then we are going to prepare process 2 account. First we should write opening stock. Opening stock of process 2, value 9,000. On that profit element is 1,500. So the total cost of opening stock 9,000. On that profit element included is 1,500. So the cost of opening stock rupees 7,500. Then we will take transfer from process 1. Transfer from process 1, total 54,000, cost 40,500, profit 13,500. Then we will take direct material, direct wages, direct material of process 2 15,750, on that no profit. Then direct wages 11,250. First we have to add, then we have to deduct closing stock to get prime cost. 9,000 plus 54,000 plus 15,750 plus 11,250. The total 90,000. The profit 15,000 total. Then so 90,000 minus 15,000 will get 75,000. We have to deduct closing stock. We have to deduct closing stock. Its total, the closing stock of process 2 value 4,500. It is a total value. So we have to find the cost of closing stock as well as the profit on the closing stock. First we have to find cost of closing stock of process 2. For that the formula is cost divided by total multiplied by closing stock. As far as process 2 concerned, the cost is 75,000, total is 90,000, closing stock is 4,500. We will get cost of closing stock of process 2. So 7,500 divided by 90,000 multiplied by 4,500. So the cost of closing stock 75,000 divided by 90,000 multiplied by 4,500. The cost of closing stock is 3,750. 3,750. So from total closing stock, if we deduct the cost of closing stock, we will get profit on closing stock. If we deduct these, we will get prime cost. We'll get prime cost. So 90,000 minus 4,500 will get 85,500. 75,000 minus 3,750 will get 71,250. 15,000 minus 750 will get 4,250. If we add 2 factory overhead, we will get total cost of the process 2. So factory overhead 4,500. The cost 4,500, no profit included, 4,500. This we call total cost. Value 90,000. 71,250 plus 4,500. So the cost of process 2 75,750, 14,250. So we have to find the profit. As far as process 2 concerned, the output of process 2 transferred to finished stock at 20% of profit on the transfer price. I said earlier, process 2 transfer price assume as 100, deduct the profit element percentage. How much? 20. So cost is 80. So profit percentage on transfer price is 20 by 100. We should convert into profit percentage on cost, that is 20 by 80. So 90,000 multiplied by 20 by 80. So 90,000 multiplied by 20 by 80 will get 22,500. 22,500. If we add these two, the total value transferred to finished stock will get 90,000 plus 22,500. We'll get 1,12,500. 75,750. Here 14,250 plus 22,500 will get 36,250. 36,750. So by the output of process 2 transferred to the finished stock. Transferred to the finished stock, value 1,12,500. Cost 75,750. Profit is 36,750. Yes, students, let me prepare finished stock account. Yes, first we'll take opening stock. The opening stock of finished goods 22,500. On that unrealized profit, that is profit element included in opening stock 8,250. So 22,500 minus 8,250 will get 14,250. That is cost of opening stock. Then the value we received from process 2, 1,12,500, 75,750, then 36,750. Then go to the credit side, write by closing stock. Closing stock value, as far as finished stock concerned, the total value 11,250. We have to find profit element of closing stock. Yes. So as if you want to get cost of closing stock formula, already we learned cost divided by total into closing stock. For that we have to add this. We have to find total cost 22,500 plus 1,12,500. 1,35,000, 14,250 plus 75,750, 90,000, 8,250 plus 36,750, so 45,000. So now we are going to find the cost of closing stock of finished goods. What is the formula? Cost 90,000, total 1,35,000, the total value of the closing stock 11,250. So 90,000 divided by 1,35,000 multiplied by 11,250, we got 7,500. That is the cost of closing stock of finished goods. 7,500. 7,500. So 11,250 minus 7,500 will get profit element in the closing stock. Profit element in the closing stock. Then we have to write sales. Sales, the total value. Sale of finished goods 1,40,000. First we will total the total column. So 1,51,250. 1,51,250 minus 1,51,250 minus 1,51,250 minus 1,35,000 will get profit of finished stock. 16,250 to profit 16,250. Now we will balance the cost. 90,000 minus 7,500 will get 82,500. Likewise, we should balance the profit column. So 45,000 debit side, 16,250, total 61,250 minus 3,750, we get 57,500. Students, we prepared process 1, process 2 and process 1, process 2 and finished stock account. Now we are going to prepare the statement of profit. Now I am going to prepare statement of profit. Now I am going to prepare statement of profit. As far as process 1 concerned, the profit earned is 13,500. No unrealized profit on opening and closing stock. Yes. Then we'll take process 2. Process 2 profit 22,500 plus unrealized profit on opening stock we should add minus unrealized profit on closing stock we have to deduct. So unrealized profit on opening stock 1,500, that we have to add. Unrealized profit on the closing stock 750, that we have to deduct. So add these to 24,000 minus 750 will get 23,250. Then we have to take finished stock. Finished stock concerned, we earned a profit of 16,250 plus unrealized profit on opening stock. Unrealized profit on opening stock 8,250, that we have to add, minus unrealized profit on closing stock, that we have to deduct, 3,750. So 16,250 plus 8,250 will get 24,500 minus 3,750 will get 20,750. If we add these three, we'll get the total profit 13,500 plus 23,250 plus 20,750. So total profit earned by a company is 57,500. Students, we completed a problem in relation to inter-process profit. In next class, we will solve different problem. Till then, bye and thank you.